The beautiful flower. Once upon a time, in the garden of paradise, there bloomed a beautiful flower. There were numerous pretty roses, lilies, tulips, marigolds, daisies, orchids, and many other flowers in the garden. However, when this young flower bloomed its petals, the whole garden found her to be the most beautiful of them all. The towering trees bowed down to take her glimpse of her. The butterflies and the honeybees spread the word that she was the most beautiful flower that has ever bloomed in this garden. All the other flowers thought about what could be her name and where she was before. They called her God's favorite flower. The beautiful flower was very happy as everyone admired her in the garden. She had vibrant layered petals. Her petals were brilliant red, sunny yellow, and starring orange. Every morning the grass would curl up around her stem to greet her, and the rest of the garden would spend the day praising her. One morning it started to rain heavily and did not stop until the night. When the rain stopped, all the flowers, plants, trees, butterflies, and honeybees had fallen asleep. The next day, when the grass curled up at the feet of the beautiful flower, it was appalled to see her colorless. Soon she woke up and saw that the colors had gone off from her petals. It was the rain that washed off its brilliant colors. She could not stop weeping, as her petals were white as snow. After some time, a fairy appeared in the garden. She wore a long dress colored just like the rainbow. Seeing the beautiful flower weeping, she said, "What is wrong with you, my child? Why are you weeping?" The flower replied, "The rain has washed away my hues, and now my petals are colorless." The fairy felt bad for her and promised to give her colors once again. The fairy said, "Oh, my dear flower, do not be upset. I will paint your petals bright with the color markers at the end of my dress. However, I have one condition for you. If I paint your petals bright, I shall also give you a fresh fragrance. Promise me to delight every creature in this garden with your charm." As the beautiful flower agreed to this, the fairy patiently painted her petals with her magic markers. Her petal had hues which were even more brilliant than before. The fairy also spilled her little bottle of fresh fragrance on her. God's favorite flower was once again the most beautiful of them all. The fragrance of the flower spread all across the garden, and all the creatures there were delighted with the fresh scent in the air. The beautiful flower thanked the fairy for the gift. She continued flooding the garden with her sweet scent and delighted everyone in the garden with her charm. Now, what's the moral of the story? So, this short story on flowers teaches us that kindness makes the world a more beautiful place. The fairy not only made the flowers beautiful again, but it also made a garden a more pleasant place with her kindness. Hence, sharing her virtues and spreading kindness is going to make the world a better place. This type of short stories for kids helps us to inculcate simple yet valuable perspectives among them seamlessly. So, let's your kid dive into the world of captivating short stories with morals from Onam and shape their personalities. Kindly subscribe to my channel so that whenever there's a new story, it is easily available to you. Thank you, and I hope your kids will enjoy my stories.